Hi, how are you guys doing today? I hope that you're all doing well. Today is my Friday, and I am so glad. I'm so glad. I am ready. I have been in hermit mode or doing very little for a little while now. It's been a couple weeks where I've just been resting. I've been exhausted. I've been shifting and changing and just doing all this stuff. That I have nothing, no control over. It just happens. God's really running the show in my life continuously. And I'm so grateful for that. I've been on an emotional roller coaster. I mean, I'm talking, and I haven't been like this in years. So, just goes to show you, like, you know, it's still the same, you know, it's still the same. And, you know, I think I'm really learning about myself, what, how far I've really come in this circumstance. Like the same things. Like I've already been here. Like it's like I've been here before, but I'm not the same. I've grown up and changed, and I was just looking at like some videos of how much everything has been ordained early on in my life. Like everybody already knew what was going to happen, and um, I didn't. I didn't know. So, anyways, and it was exactly what was happening. So, anyways, I am just so grateful on so many levels that I can watch the world perform, but it doesn't necessarily, mean too much. It's just the greater whole, which is awesome, and I'm very grateful for that. I'm very grateful for doing it big. And if that makes sense to you, I'm so glad you understand. So, anyways, I'm going to pull some cards. First and foremost, I don't know much of what's going on right now. I heard something about restoration. So, restoration. Let's look it up and see what it means. Restoration. So, restoration. Restoration.
Here's the definition of restoration: the action of returning something to a former owner, place, or condition.
So, there you go. We are restoring either to its former owner, its condition, or I forgot the other one. But yeah, I mean, that's what it feels like. Feels like things are being restored. Restoration back to its original, or back to the way it used to be, something like that. Okay, so because of this, we have the Judgment and the Nine of Swords. So there may be some judgment on some cruelty, possibly. Um, I don't know. We're gonna have to look more into that. So I'm in Florida, and it's the end of August, which I'm always happy about, because they say July is hot, and this year July has been hotter. But I will tell you what, August is always hot. But it isn't. It could be worse. I mean, I've seen hotter August, but it has cooled down a little bit in August, and this year was not. But it's still hot, you know. So we have the Three of Cups, and this talks about abundance. And this does relate to cruelty. So abundance. I don't know how. The Princess of Cups. This could be a water sign. This could be a younger person. I'm going to look up this because I want to know in this deck what they are talking about the Prince of Cups or the Princess of Cups. Okay, let's see if I can find it. The Queen, the Princess. Earthy part of it's an earthy part of water, or its faculty of crystallization. It's also a power to give substance to idea, to support life, and to form a basis of chemical combination. She is represented as a dancing figure and has a crest of a swan with open wings. She carries a cup with a tortoise. The dolphin symbolizes power of creation. The Knight of Discs. This may be slow moving. He's on his horse and he's not moving. In fact, the horse seems to be looking down on the grass here. So, so something may have stopped, or this is a motion card, but it's like the Knight of Discs is something that is slow moving. And he's looking off into the distance, like forward, like he's looking forward. The horse is looking to the right. Right at us. I don't know. The Prince of Cups is coming out. I just want to see. Airy part of water. The energy of steam. He is seated in a chariot surrounded by clouds and drawn in by an eagle. carries a lotus in a cup from which issues a spiral serpent. Yeah, these cards, these water cards are they're saying this is an airy part, this is the earthy part. So we may be dealing with an earth sign and a air sign, possibly. He's riding an eagle. And eagles mean, in golf, it means like ahead of, like a couple of steps ahead, right? He may be a couple of steps ahead riding this eagle. The Seven of Swords. Some kind of contemplation, or no, that's Seven of Swords. Why am I blanking out on the Seven of Swords right now? Seven of Swords. This is different from the other books. I love that. The Suit of Air, Moon in Aquarius. This card shows the Six of Swords in their hilters in the crest formation. Their points impinge on a much larger upthrusting. Inner fertility. 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 Oh, wow. Prudence. I don't know, something with working. You're working on something. Something with work. Pleasure and the Ace of Cups. You might find pleasure in a new relationship, possibly. There's just a lot here. The Two of Wands, the Ace of Swords. So clarity on a path, possibly seeing things from a different perspective with the Hangman. Fortune going on. There's a star. There's stars and lightning in this Wheel of Fortune. Oh wow, there's like a hook. And a feminine sign. That's wild. These cards are... I don't play with these very often. Adjustment. So the Eight of Trumps. What's that? Justice? Right? And the Ace of Wands. Passion. Somebody might be passionate about justice, possibly. I don't know. I don't know. We're going to move on because I'm just getting, I don't know what the story is yet. There's honesty, there's an impossible new relationship, I don't know. This is a different kind of deck too. This is something I don't get to see very often, but they wanted to come out. So I think they ask questions. So let's see what's going on here. What is our card from this deck? One card. One card. What is the question that's going with the story? What do I believe about money? So we're talking about abundance here. Do my beliefs match my dreams? And it says, how does your relationship with money affect your current situation? Do you trust money? Does money trust you? Money is an energy. It ebbs and it flows. You are worthy of it, and it's your responsibility to heal your relationship with money as a part of your awakening up to the whole of you and your purpose. Today's soul action: take a deep breath. Dive into your belief system around money. Are there any beliefs you need to upgrade to create the results you are wanting most in your life? Write out your money story. Is it time for a sacred shift? What will your next chapter be? Fill in the blank. I am grateful to money because. I'm grateful to money because. Okay. So yeah, I think this is about money. Okay. This is the white light deck. We're going to talk about that card. So this is like her crown and her there's like this crown that's going down to her third eye. Okay, and then we have this one. So we have like Medusa going on here. And this one. Lots of hair. All of them. All of them, all of them. Okay, let's go ahead and see what these are saying. Oh, nope, that's not it. Ooh, yesterday I heard a couple of owls at work, and they were hooting and hooting. I want to say hooting and hollering, but they weren't hollering, they were just hooting. Okay, the white light. I'm just going to give a brief introduction to this card, okay? Changes in your life, including closing doors or missed opportunities, are not going to derail your fulfillment. Alignments are happening based on divine wisdom and timing. You are being diverted from unnecessary obstacles and suffering. Trust in how your life path is unfolding. Stay true to your authentic healing journey because it is working, whether you realize it or not. Sufficient inner healing is taking place. And I think that's really what's happening. I've been feeling is that inner healing of some old wounds, just kind of resurfacing to heal even deeper. This may be a deeper healing, like, you know, some real misunderstandings that have happened, possibly, you know, healing. You've already healed who you are, but now you may be healing situations that have happened because these people are coming back around, you know. And, there's people out there that don't think you're very attractive, and that's okay. They don't have to. The whole world doesn't have to be attracted to you. I'm definitely okay with that. In fact, I'm very grateful, you know. But yeah, I mean, it's just interesting what is being heard, what is I'm hearing, and it's really just listening to the nonsense sometimes. But there's always a story. It seems, whether I like to hear it or not. I'm not sure if there's truth in what's being said or if it's just a judgment call or what's going on. But the truth is that it's like I get to learn more about not only myself, but I guess how people really feel about me or what they think or whatever, because people are being very open and honest about how they feel or what they think. So that may also be an indicator, and that's fine, that's fine. Your inner spiritual power can heal circumstances in your life, and our world is always greater than you realize. Journey within to gain clarity and consciousness, redirection of your inner energies towards what you wish to manifest. Do not try to control what's happening. Instead, work to bring positive influence to bear so that you may contribute constructively towards shaping the outcome for the greater good. Amen. Right? We have one more. Okay, this is this one. That was good. Okay, let's see. And this one is 12. Okay. You will be able to sense the best timing and approach to take. To create space for healing and resolution, connect to your body and ground yourself in the here and now with body-friendly practices. You will find your way to intuitively and instructively, even through convincing circumstances, where one moment you are sure to answer no, and the next you're sure to answer yes. Give up trying to figure out the answer out right now and remain open with positive and relaxed expectation. This clarity shall emerge spontaneously according to divine will or timing, divine timing. And that's what this is. It's mostly healing. There's a lot of healing here, restoring, healing back to the way things used to be with a deeper maturity level. You know, maybe even healing your relationship with money. You know, maybe you didn't have a good relationship about money, and now you have the opportunity to have a better relationship with money. I love money, right? There was that one lady, I don't know her name, but she said this guy was talking. I guess she heard this guy talking, and he says, pulls out a big wad of money and says, what do you think of this? How do you feel about money? And he kisses his money and says, I love you. And that's the truth, is that I do love money. I don't love money more than anything else or people. I just love money, and my relationship with money is healthy. So, you know, relationship with money. This is the Temperance card. Can you see it? There we go. He's looking at the fish, licking his lips. I don't know what that has to do with temperance, but you know, I'm not sure what that has to do with temperance. I don't know. Maybe it's a temptation. Temperance isn't really a temptation energy, though. I mean, it could be, right? I'm not really sure. What do you think? I don't know. It's kind of balanced. It could be the Fool. Yeah, new beginning. Maybe you are having a new beginning with money. Possibly, you know, new beginnings are coming in. Maybe you're starting things, new beginnings, maybe a new relationship with money, possibly new abundance, new relationships with abundance. You know, you're loving yourself, therefore you can love others and be an influence for the greater good. The Five of Wands, though, there's some kind of, I don't know, there's like some kind of struggle with something, though. Like, say God is with you, right? And you have this continued flow of money or health or whatever God is supplying to you, abundance of whatever it may be. You know, abundance of health, abundance of friendships, abundance of relationships, you know, of all sorts. You know, I mean, abundance is all different kinds of faces, right? So for some reason, this Five of Wands is coming out, which is like a struggle, you know. Right here, there's 5 mice and 2 cats. And they're playing with these mice. These little fake mice on a wand. The Two of Swords. Some kind of stalemate, though. Maybe boredom, possibly. He looks bored, right? He looks tired and he's bored. And you might be sick of whatever this struggle is. It's like you're tired of it. You're moving forward. You don't want this anymore. You know, whatever obstacles or anything that is trying to disturb your peace with money or abundance is being possibly eliminated from the situation. You know, and you're seeing things from a different perspective, possibly with the hangman. You know, you're seeing these obstacles as a mature woman, not as a little girl who was really emotional about this stuff. You're seeing this as a mature woman who has, or male, a mature male. I'm putting this in my perspective, but you're seeing this as a mature adult, looking at a perspective of how it used to be or who you used to deal with and how you used to be treated, and you know, and how you're being treated now as two different things. You know, instead of it being more cynical or critical or pulling you down, it seems to be enlightening or maybe helping you pick a direction or giving you the story out loud, like talking about the story out loud, direction for the right people to hear, the right direction to go, knowing the correct, the whole truth, not just the half truth, putting things into the light to see this is not maybe the way that it has been in the past, but it has changed, or this is how it is now, this is different from the way it was. I mean, I'm not sure if there's comparisons here, and there might be. There might be. I'm not sure. I don't know. I mean, from what I'm gathering here, it could be possible. You know, like somebody's either getting to renew you, which you don't want anything to do with any, but for some reason, this is a part of what you need to do. You need to face this stuff. You need to face these realities of what they think and gather this information. And you don't have to say anything, but there's something that has been trying to be an obstacle, and it just needs to stop being like that. You know, whatever this is, it's like an obstacle being removed from the situation, or you know, it's like no longer the same because you are different, right? You don't emulate the same energy. Actually, you might even be higher than this. And this might be a kingdom spouse at one time who stepped out with you. You know, this was your kingdom spouse who you are no longer compatible with at this time, right? The Eight of Wands, there's communication, and there has been communication about this on many different levels. Just not, it's like bits and pieces of the truth coming out little by little to get a whole picture. I assume so. That would be ideal, right? So that's all that I got for right now. I hope you guys are doing well. If anybody has gotten anything out of this, I am so grateful. I don't necessarily know what's going on. This is just for entertainment purposes. I'm not the all knower. But if this does resonate, you know, I am going to say a prayer for not only you, but for everybody who may be involved in this situation. And we are focusing on the greater good, right? So hopefully, you know, it's like the Michael Jackson song, I'm staring at the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. No answer could have been any clearer. If you want to make a world a better place, you better look at yourself and make that change. All right, guys, I'll talk to you till the next time. All right, have a wonderful week.